get the gurus to stop working because they can't see the future either. You'll have to tell all the doctors that that whatever they diagnose, they cannot estimate what's going to happen in the future. You'll have to tell all the lawyers to retire because then they would have to give up their cases because they're not going to win or lose their cases. How can we not assess the future, Niyaz? So the whole point is that we are.
Maybe there's a difference between seeing the actual future for someone and something called planning, where like we know that the rain is going to come, you're going to clean the
I
canals.
think your question is between magic and mathematical. The idea is that you are saying that okay, is there magic? Is there the magic of seeing the future? And there's no such thing as magic. I don't believe in magic. I'm a scientist at heart, but there is a scientific application. Einstein himself said, God does not play dice with the world, and so the world has an order. All we have to do is recognize the order. Not everybody knows how to cook good fried rice. Do you?
No.
Well, so there you go. So the whole idea is that it's the person who knows how to cook good fried rice, you're going to buy his food. So therefore, it's the same thing. There's no magic. There's only knowledge.
In my opening statement, I asked the question, do you really want to know what the future holds? You've met so many people.
Well, sure. I'll tell you my own experience. My own experience is that when I was having my children, the world was I was not into the astrology, or not into the science and so on as yet, and I wondered what's going to happen to my children. I see so much killing, so much robberies, so much criminals being born, and so on. And I said, well, what's going to happen, And what I did was I said, okay, I'm not going to let that happen. I'm not going to put myself in a situation where I'm going to bring children into the world and not know what they're going to be like and what's going to happen to their life. And so that inspired me to go into the knowledge and so on, and I found out. And it's amazing, before my children were born and so on, I choose the proper name for them to have proper status in life and so on. Today, I'm proud to say that my daughter is going to college for study medicine. She topped her school. My son topped his school, and and they are so well behaved. And one of them were born on your birthday. Yes. So with this knowledge that he has now, he has no point of suffering.
But before we go, obviously there are people who are looking with say, well, if you can foresee, I'm using that term loosely, the future, then obviously you may be able to help not only people in Guyana but around the world, because there's so many problems around the world every single day. You said in a previous interview that you predicted the floods in Guyana last year. Obviously, right. you could have used that information to, get things done so that we could prepare for that. I mean, where do you fit in all of this?
Well, so I'm saying that, Joey, we did prepare to predict the flood, and there's some people who came to the house today and were telling me how they heard when I predicted the flood and so on. But, telling the person I'm
not talking at an individual level.
I know, but telling the country to do it. Okay? First of all, there would be skepticism because they're saying, okay, well, what guarantee do we have that we're going to have a flood? So the skepticism comes in first. But if I came and I said you're going to have a flood, it means God sent me, or God sent in some way to give a message to Guyana. But that doesn't mean that they would listen. The message wasn't listened to. But had they listened, they would do. But there are many people who called us back and told us that they did prepare some of the things that I talked about on television, and they used it, and it benefited them, and so on. From our last show.
Swami, time, half an hour is not enough to talk to you. But before we go, you're here for a reason. You're here to meet with more Guyanese again?
Yes, we're going to meet people from Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be at the Cummings Lodge temple, and then we also have a Pandits conference on Sunday afternoon with some of the Pandits. And what I'm trying to do is trying to promote the knowledge. And we have the books also for sale at Satru, which everybody can buy a book for their birthday, for example. If you show up that book here, says Kali, that means it's born on your birthday. So the word Kali doesn't imply Hindu, it just implies that that's the force that's affecting your life and so on. And it has your birth date, so it works according to your birthday. It gives you advice and tells you. So as you were saying, why people weren't forewarned about the flood? Well, they're going to be forewarned about their life now. And I hope they're able to follow it and do the things, because they will see that it's really, really, really true. It's not something magical. It's something because you were born, you have to die. And those two coordinates are where we work from. and then Pandits can also get the puja book. We have a, one of the problems we have is that a lot of people are not performing the right prayers and so on. We have things, people doing sacrifices and things like that.
Maybe that's across the religious barriers. People are saying people are not praying enough and all of that. But that's a whole
Right.
argument.
But basically, what the clear message from me is that Qurbani, Kalbairu, Kateri, and all of these sacrificial rituals are detrimental to society as well as yourself.
Swami, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of calls from people out there looking, and we're going to have a whole new debate coming out of all of this.
For your information, I've read the Quran myself, and there's no evidence of Qurbani. So again, a lot of these things were added on later to the religion.
All right, we're not here to put a down for anybody's belief or anything like that.
Right.
We're here to talk. I want to thank you very much. Our time is up. You were watching Let's Talk. My guest was Swami Ramcharan, and by the way, he's Guyanese. He was born in Kanji, Bapis, and he's here to meet with fellow Guyanese and share his knowledge. I'm Niasaban saying so long until next time.
With great love and respect.